File India Income Tax. This is the official website of Government of India where you have to log in and file the income tax. It's very simple. Once you click here, the link will be given in the description. You come to this login page where you can use your PAN, Aadhaar, or other ID. It says net bank. So I'm sure you would be having either PAN or Aadhaar. You can just enter that like I'm doing. And once that is done, continue. Then click here, confirm your secure access message displayed above. So you will see if it is Aadhaar card, the Aadhaar card detail, if it is PAN, the PAN detail. Once that is confirmed, enter the password. Once the password is entered and click continue. So we come to this page and here all your detail like contact, bank account, and PAN, all those things are updated here. Just make sure that they are the latest one. In case there is a change in contact detail that reflects if the bank account is not active, make sure you have an active bank account updated for all your money to be credited in case any excess money has gone to the income tax. Okay, so once you check this portion, you have filed your return for the year end 31st March 2000. So this is something which we will use now. In case you want to look at any of the historical record like tax deposit, recent file return, any previous year returns, you would be able to see that, or any recent form. Okay, so you can take time to go through this. We will come to file now. Once we are here, select the assessment year, which is the current year 2020-24, whichever year it is, you have to select that. And here I'm showing the online file. Okay, so once this is selected, we go to the next page. So as you can see here, I was already filling in, but for this video, I will again show how I have filled this. So anytime you have stopped working on the income tax filing, it will show up like this. So you can either resume from where you left, or if you want to do a fresh one, you do the fresh one, and this will override the old one. Okay, so once we click here, start new filing, here you have three options: individual, this is Hindu, undivided family, others. So I have chosen individual here and continue. Then you need to choose an ITR form to proceed. There are multiple ITR form. Okay, so I'll be filing ITR2, which is for NRI. Let me show that for you. So you see here, once I Google which ITR form for NRI, it shows ITR2. Okay, which is eligible taxpayers filing ITR2 for the year mentioned, and taxpayers who are eligible for filing the ITR2 forms are the person whose source of income is mentioned below. A resident having any associate asset located outside India or signing authority in any, a non-resident or not ordinary resident. Okay, so there are multiple source. Once you go in, you will see what that is. Okay, so I don't have any business. I have a bank account, some cash is out there, and basic transaction here and there. So mine is a very simple, and that's why I'm doing everything on my own. Once I select the ITR2, come here, select ITR. I will proceed with ITR. In case you still have confusion, you can go and click here to proceed, and there's a series of questions which you'll have to answer, and with the answer what you give, the ITR which is applicable to you will get shown. So here ITR2 is selected, and then proceed with ITR. Once I'm on this page, okay, it's a three-step process. Validate your return breakup, pre-filled. So here, right, there are few entries which are not automatically getting populated, which I'm going to populate based on the record what I have. I'll explain as I go in detail. But in case there is any transaction which has happened and there's a tax deducted source, that already will be there with the IT department, and that's what will come in brief. So then you confirm your return summary, and the third step is to verify and submit your return. Okay, so let's get started. On this page, are you filing the income tax return for any of the following reason? The first one is not applicable for me. I'm outside of India, and the second one is also not applicable, so I choose others. Once that is done, down and continue. So here you see here there are about 14 schedules which are automatically selected. Okay, and I will go one by one as we are continue. This part A general is what I'll be filling. Schedule 5A is not applicable to me. This Portuguese civil code. Okay, so for this, let me click continue. And here it says that schedule and other component in facilities are enabled or disabled based on information provided by taxpayer. In case you want to add any schedules, you can do that. You can also delete that. So once this information is read, continue, and then there are scheduled questions which will continue one by one. Either you can continue or skip this question. Let me go and continue and take one by one. So are you opting for new tax regime? In my case, I select no, continue, and salary exemption. As I said, I'm not in India, so my answer here is no, 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 no. Okay, so once this is selected, I continue, and once I continue, come to the deduction part. Here it shows some of the details. Again, by default, it shows no, so I keep as it is. No, no, and then no, no. In case anything is relevant, you can check by clicking I button here, action button. Okay, so I'm using details. So there is a reduction which has happened in my interest on saving bank account. So I have chosen yes. Then are you eligible to claim deduction in respect of interest on saving bank account? Here I yes. So 80 TTB will have to fill by me. And then the last one I say, so once this is done, click continue. And on the screen, it says we have pre-filled your return based on information available. Okay, so you can read this. I say okay. Now these schedules, right? One by one, I have to give confirmation. See, all of this schedule, I have to give one by one confirmation. And then once that is done, we'll go to the step 2 and step. So first part is general information. Once you click here, this is the personal information section. I'm checking everything is good. Make sure you check for all the details. Okay, that is done. I checked my contact detail, it's all good. Coming to the filing status, here I'm filing before the due date, so I'm selecting this. In case it's a delayed return, then this will get selected. If there is any revision, this will get selected. So right now I'm selecting this and come down. Are you opting for new tax regime? I had selected no earlier. So once this is done, come down. So all the answer here is no in my case. Once that is done, come down. Residential status, I select the country. So the residential status in India, it's non-resident. Condition for residential status, you were not resident during previous year. I was not. Then country gets selected here, Canada. Okay. Now for the tax identification number, you can enter the country's tax identification number. In case you don't have, then you can enter the passport number along with the name of country in which passport is. So once that entry is made, so once this has been entered, the next question is, in case you're a citizen of India or person of Indian origin, in my case I'm not both now, so I will leave this. In case you're a citizen of India, then you'll have to tell how many days you stayed in India and how many total period in India during the 4 preceding years. So I leave this blank. Down, governed by Portuguese Civil Code, no. Whether you are a FII, FPI, my response is no. What is FII, FPI? Let's Google and show that to you. So basically, FII is foreign institutional investor and FPI is foreign portfolio investor. So in my case, both are not applicable. So the answer here is no. Details of representative, there is no representative, I'm doing on my own. So I selected no. And detail of directorship, there is no. Okay. So once this is done, details of unlisted equity shares. There are no shares. So save. So this part is done. The last part is bank detail check. Once I click here, all I'm doing is checking whether my bank is active or not. So after checking this bank detail, all I'm doing is confirm. Once I click confirm, you see here, you get this confirmation button. Okay. Schedule of salary. There are no salary. So once I click here, everything shows 0. Come down, confirm. Schedule A, any long-term capital gain from securities. There are none. Just click confirm. Schedule income from other sources, detail of interest, dividend, or any special income. So once you click here, first section, I will fill nature of income, interest gross, which is from saving bank. So whatever that interest gross is, that will get entered. So that entry is made, and then so remaining I am leaving as it is blank. I get to see the total and then click add. So there is no income at chargeable special rate. there are no deductions. You can check what those deductions are. You have anything, you can check here. There are no deduction. And then once everything is filled, confirm. Okay, so once this is done, the next part is CYLA. If there are any current year losses, and click confirm. Schedule BFLA. I will just come down and click compute set off. So once this is done, CLF, come down, compute set off. Again for this, confirm. Schedule AMTC, confirm. Part B, confirm. Tax paid. So here, saving bank account interest was already getting taxed. Those detail will show up in tax paid, which is auto filled. I'm just making sure the entries are correct and then click confirm. So once I have checked, I click confirm. Then the last part, again, I check top to bottom and then preview. So I'm now on verify your return page. Okay, here I check this box and then I further declare that I'm making return in my capacity as self, and then down place automatically it will show the IP address because I'm filing online. And then in case this return is getting prepared by any of the tax return preparer, any competent authority, then their detail is given here. In my case, I'm doing self-assessment. So proceed to preview. If everything is good, it should go. Otherwise, if there are any error, it will pop up and show that error. On this page, I'm just checking whatever I have filled here. See here, the same thing reflects on the right hand side. I can download this form or print this form. So this option exists. Then just come down and proceed to validate. Now, as I said, in case there is any error, you'll get this error message, and once you click here, it will take you where that error is. So in my case, it shows head of income as the error. In my case, it will be income from other sources. And then so I come back to this page again, as you can see, and then come down, confirm, and once this confirmation is done, again proceed to verify. On this page, everything is checked like previously I had shown. Proceed to preview. Then down, come down and proceed to. Now it shows validation successful, no error were found. Proceed to verify. That's the now you have to e-verify, which is an instant e-verification via Aadhaar OTP. You can verify later or verify via ITR, which is by sending normal or speed. So you can either e-verify now, which I'll be doing, e-verify later, or verify via ITR 5, which is sending speed post or normal. So as I select this, continue. This page, your details are again shown. How do you want to e-verify? I would like to verify using OTP on mobile number registered with Aadhaar. Okay, so I can choose this, or there are many other options. As I click here, come down and continue. This is a one-time password. So I agree, generate Aadhaar. Once I click validate and then submit. So the filing is successful. And whenever that will get processed, I will get an update. You have an option to download the receipt here. Once you click, that's a so that's it, guys. I hope you found this video useful. Thank you for watching.